Well, you've seen our first guest perform on Comedy Central, Conan, Kimmel, and Letterman. His comedy album, Greatest Hits, is streaming now on all platforms. We welcome to AM Northwest comedian Ted Alexandro. Good to have you with us.
Thank you, Helen.
Now, this is not your first time to Portland, right?
No, I've been here many times over the years, 30 years in comedy.
Wow.
And now I'm playing the small room at Helium, 30 years in.
The Neon Room, right?
The Neon Room, yeah.
On tonight and Saturday?
Tonight and Saturday, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
we love Helium.
I asked for the big room, but they said, no, we're going to put you in the broom closet. I said, great, how many seats? They said about 8. So I think we're halfway sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Nicole Byer's in the main room.
Okay.
Those shows are sold out, so if you're interested in seeing Nicole Byer, those are sold out. But there was a few tickets left for her, but I bought them.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to resell those.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we'll see if, we're going to try to get to capacity, which is about 12.
Are you a big sports fan? I saw a picture of you with Jim Gaffigan, like at the Blazers.
I tour with Jim, yeah, these last 30 years. And when I have holes in my schedule, I try to find like a broom closet that I can work. Okay. So Helium was nice enough to book me.
Here are you and Jim.
Yeah. So Jim and I played. Is that the Motor Dome?
Motor Center.
Motor Center.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome. I'm a huge basketball fan.
Oh, great.
Yeah, going back to the Clyde Drexler days.
Oh, yeah, we love Clyde.
Yeah. All that stuff. So that was very cool. So yeah, Jim and I, we tour arenas. So
Not
I'm
broom
not
closets.
used to. Yeah, I have to kind of bring the energy down a bit for the broom closet tour.
You also go up to Seattle. I saw you and Jim in your Kraken jersey. I love the Kraken.
Oh yeah, that was so cool. A fellow comedian. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ian Bagg.
Oh yeah.
Very funny guy, but he hooked us up. He had a connection, so we each got our own. We kind of looked like we could be Soviet hockey players there, right? Yeah, that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And the Kraken are really fun to watch play.
Oh
my
man.
gosh.
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. I mean, like playoff hockey. I'm more of a basketball guy, but playoff hockey.
Yeah.
The Stanley Cup just happened. It's like, yeah, those guys, and the beard I think makes me feel at home. So yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
So true. You grew up in New York.
I
right?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grew up in New York. Now I'm married with 2 kids. So I was in New York forever. Kind of came up through the comedy scene there. Got married late. Got married at 48. Became a dad at 50.
Wow.
So now I have a 5.5-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter.
Wow.
Which is why I'm on the road as much as possible. Yeah. It's weird. In a weird way, I kind of feel a kinship with teen moms because like most of my peers are like doing fun things.
Yeah.
And I'm just stuck at home with the kids.
What are your peers doing?
Well,
Golf?
they're celebrating the fact that their kids are out of college.
Right.
But mine are just kind of beginning the journey.
Oh, look how cute they are.
Oh, they're the best.
They're
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Now, oh, look at this.
Yeah, so you can tell from the picture that's not like just a backdrop that I photoshopped in. We live in the woods. So
Do you really?
We got out of New York City and we lived, during the pandemic, we moved up to the woods in Connecticut.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of nice. Yeah, it's unfamiliar though as a city person. One morning I woke up, there were 3 foxes in our backyard.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I alert the authorities? Do I kill these foxes?
Yeah.
Do I write a children's book? So I did all 3, and my new book, 3 Dead Foxes, is coming out. Yeah. Look for that on Simon & Schuster.
Did I hear right that you married a much younger woman?
I did, yes. My wife and I I do a joke where I say my wife and I have an 18-year age difference. She's 73 years old. No, but it's actually the other way.
I have to say, beautiful.
Thank you, yes.
So
she's
beautiful.
She's the best. She's an artist and a psychic medium. So our kids don't really have much of a shot between a comedian father and a
So
psychic
does she always
mother.
know what you're doing then?
Pretty much, yeah. It's tough to get away with anything. Yeah, so like with the young kids, we're talking about homeschooling. And by that I mean just keeping them home until they're teenagers.
Yeah.
At which point we'll announce, kids, it appears we've homeschooled you.
Yeah.
One of you is the valedictorian and the other is graduating at the bottom of the class. the Bitcoin will be distributed accordingly.
Did you guys, you and your wife, you met initially, then broke up, then got back together?
It was kind of a, I was telling Steve backstage, do you use the term backstage for this?
Backstage,
okay. We were talking about how I met her. My best friend was a DJ in New York City. I surround myself with people with thriving careers. So he was DJing some bar, and he met my wife, and he's like, I think you should really meet this woman. I think, you'll hit it off. So I was skeptical, and he told me she was just out of college. So I was like, I was 38. I'm like, well, come on, I'm trying to get my life together here. But he was right. I met her, and we just hit it off, and it was like instantaneous. Dated for about a year and a half. She broke up with me. 10 years went by, and then she came to her senses and reached out.
After 10 years.
After 10 years, yeah.
After
and I'm
10
patient,
years?
Yeah. I have nothing else going on. I'm a comedian, so.
You were a teacher.
Yes.
You taught 5th grade, is that right?
K through 5.
K
I
through
was
5, okay.
a music teacher in New York City when I first got out of college. I was kind of doing open mics at night, and I was teaching the recorder during the day. I don't know if you're familiar with Satan's Little Flute.
Yeah.
Yes, if there's music in hell, I assure you it is played on the recorder by 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. I don't know, Hot Cross Buns, you remember that classic? That was like our Freebird. We would end every concert with Hot Cross Buns and send them home happy, Did
you do a little show? I say little show, that sounds dismissive.
No, it's right. You're right, Helen. You're right. Don't doubt your instincts.
Yeah, it's called Teachers Lounge.
Yeah, I did a web series called Teachers Lounge, which it was great. It was little, but it was a great series. Yeah, there it is. It's on YouTube. You can watch all 10 episodes.
It's your face.
Yeah. Basically, the idea is I was the music teacher. My buddy Hollis was the janitor, and we were always just hanging out in the teacher's lounge.
Yeah.
And then various comedians would come on making cameos, like Jim Gaffigan was the school nutritionist.
So great.
There he is, yeah. Lewis Black was the principal.
I just heard that you had Gaffigan be the school nutritionist.
Yes.
Very funny.
Yeah. So they were just like kind of tailor-made cameos for all these great. It was really just like hanging out with your friends, and we tried to cater it to their strengths.
Right.
So kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm. It was a combination of we would script it, but we would leave, people like Jim and Lewis. You give them plenty of room to play.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So I mentioned you grew up in New York from a pretty big family, right?
Yes, I'm one of 5.
One of 5.
Yeah. So we were there's the.
This looks like a Brady Bunch photo.
It really was that kind of vibe. Yeah, I'm there you can see the red stripes going down.
Yeah.
Everyone had to wear stripes. Mine went down. So it was in Queens, and it was a fun kind of vibe there.
Look at how cute you were.
Oh my goodness, yeah. We took the hatchet to my cowlick there.
Were your parents funny? Was your family funny? Just even by that picture, I would say there was a good sense of humor in your family.
they were pretty bizarre. My dad was a teacher. My mom was kind of just stay at home until we all graduated. Then she also became a teacher. So teaching was in the family. But they were pretty. They were kind of hippies, kind of crazy and fun. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. But a good sense of humor.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hippies do. They smoke a lot of weed.
Have your parents or your siblings come to your shows over the 30 years that you've been?
Yeah, plenty of times in New York. They're very supportive. They like, especially once you get a little success. Like once I was on Letterman and Conan, they started showing up a little more. When I was playing like the back rooms of New York City, it wasn't as much. But yeah, now we've come full circle, so maybe they'll show up in the broom closets of in the spare room tour.
Circling back to the broom closet.
That's right.
Letterman had to have been incredible.
It was wild. I mean, that was a dream come true for any comedian.
Right.
I did it 4 times. And that first time, like when you're standing in the wings, getting ready to go on.
Oh, my stomach just did flip-flops for you.
And you're with the production assistant, and the band is like, you can see Paul Schaefer in the band because they're at a commercial. So the band is playing, and you're coming on as soon as they come back, and they say like 10 seconds, 5 seconds, and you're like, oh, this is real. This is about to happen. But then you go out there, and it's like any other set you've done. You've run that stuff so many times.
Right.
But yeah, it was surreal to be on that stage.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm sure people can't wait to see you in the broom closet, in the neon room,
few
at
tickets
Helium,
remaining.
at
Few
Helium,
tickets exist.
tonight and tomorrow. Thank you so much, Ted. Great
My
to see you.
pleasure, Helen. Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.